Make handles. Check out this clip that surfaced over the weekend. Dances for a little, crosses over.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, this is a teaching moment. Why? Somebody go help the kid.
God.
Why are they just letting him lay there?
Call the ambulance, please.
Wait, where did they get this footage?
We're not going to identify the victims.
That looks like it's from a drone.
Okay, so
this is the ankle picker of the year, hands down.
Right? You still do the Harden one. This one was pretty good, though, where Isaiah was laughing at him on the way to the basket.
Somebody go help the kid up. Crying out
Please,
loud.
everybody's just watching him.
Miss reserve spots. All right. Busy Sunday in Oakland. The Athletics were playing. The Warriors were playing. Matt Chapman, the A's third baseman, parked in Kevin Durant's parking spot.
What is he thinking? That is the Finals MVP. This is Warriors town, not A's town.
Man,
Hey.
that is harsh.
I know you make a lot of money, you baseball players, but that's Kevin Durant. Come on now.
Did you have reserved parking in Boston?
Oh, we didn't have reserve
No.
parking. It was just like, find your own spot. And we've had to park outside and walk up 2 flights of stairs.
Yeah, you guys had valet parking everywhere. They started your cars when you came back from the flight.
Man. No, we didn't. Actually, we didn't. I wish we did. And that's
You had a bad agent, though.
Make Final Four. Well, I knew we were going to see this again in the show.
I'm glad we got to this. Yeah, y'all see that? Yeah, look at that.
I asked Paul before the show, I was like, oh gosh, where were you this weekend, Paul, that you took that picture in a ski cap? Did you go to
listen,
the games? What happened?
I happen to have it in my car.
In L.A.?
In L.A. Because it's cold right now. It's cold right now.
It's like 68 instead of 70.
Right, that's cold.
Yeah.
That's
Few
cold
people
for
wear
LA.
sunglasses indoors better than Mr. Paul Pierce. He's one of the greatest
Hey,
indoor
look, enough
sunglass
said.
wearers.
Enough said. KU champs.
Champs, you think they're winning it
Champs.
all? All right, Miss Rules. I'm shocked to hear you say that. So yesterday, Trevor Ariza is supposed to make a normal inbounds pass, but had other plans.
Trevor, get as many threes up as possible. Doesn't matter if you're inbounds or out of bounds.
The brainwashing by Mike D'Antoni is complete.
Right?
He rolls out of bed and shoots corner threes. I
Right?
don't blame him.
There he goes. I think we've got Calderon playing here, too.
Oh,
this is
God.
like the official example in the NBA
And
rule
it goes-
book, video rule
goes
book.
in.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Get them up.
Get it.
That's the league we're in today. Get as many threes
Get it,
up.
baby. Make versatility. Check out Joel Embiid here. Windmill dunk on one end.
This is awesome.
And then,
That's
after he does
impressive.
this,
That's impressive.
watch him block Karl Anthony Towns on the other end of the ball
Man.
floor.
This guy is showing out.
And
This guy
no,
is
you
showing
don't.
out. He does it on both ends of the court.
Let me tell you what I'm impressed with here. He blocks Karl Anthony Towns, resists the temptation to taunt him, and immediately runs down the court. That's growth for Joel Embiid.
That's amazing.
You know, though, that's coming at some point, right?
Yes.
No one is safe.
Some location
love
on
this
IG
guy.
is coming.
Exactly. Look, the Sixers, they clinched a playoff spot officially now. I mean, come on. I want to give them a little break from where they've been to where they got to. Ben Simmons notching his 10th triple-double of the season. How dangerous is this team in the playoffs? Paulo's been beating this drum for the last week. So, Brian, you haven't been here. Tell us what you
Let me
think.
just say real quick, they missed the playoffs 5 years in a row. This isn't exactly a rebuild for the ages. 5 years to rebuild and 6 years get into a playoff. I mean, I hear about the process being the greatest thing in the history of the NBA, mankind.
Such a sourpuss.
Well, I'm just saying.
They made the playoffs.
How about-
Give them their moment.
How about how about the Pacers? The Pacers, Paul George walks away. They make the playoffs. They get my round of applause
I promise
for
you.
qualifying.
Without a
They
doubt.
just qualified for the playoffs over the weekend too, Rachel.
Absolutely. And the
Oh, what was the question? What was the question
How
about the?
dangerous are they? Listen, this team could get to the conference finals. This Philadelphia team, they have a great mix of young guys.
Who are they beating to
Let me tell
get
you
to the
what,
conference
Paul
finals?
just took another jab at the Raptors.
No, not at all. Think about it.
Tell me which. Okay, so of the
So,
top
I'm
three
just
teams
saying,
in the East, Boston, Toronto,
Okay.
Cleveland, who are they beating to get to the conference finals?
They can beat either right now, as constructed, like Boston is injured, they can beat Boston. They can beat Toronto. Listen, this is what I'm telling you. They're the only team in the East. Hear me this now. They're the only team in the East that has a legitimate inside presence and outside shooting. No other team in the East has that. No other team.
Again, I agree with everything you said. That is a very reasoned take. I retort with they're extremely inexperienced.
Definitely.
And we
Well,
see in the playoffs, Paul, that you have to have
Well,
experience.
check this
to do
out.
that.
Listen, in my 4th year in the league, we played against the 76ers in the first round. This was my first year in the playoffs. We had no experience at all. We ended up in the conference finals versus the Nets. We had no experience. We were just young, hungry, and wanted to prove ourselves. Now, the Sixers were the Eastern Conference champs. from a year ago, and we went all the way to conference finals. And I'm saying that can happen for the.
I'm prepared to tweet Venmo me at Paul when the time is right.
So good. And
All
I
right,
do want to
listen,
say,
what's
by
going
the
to happen
way,
if they get there? Look, everybody's going to be calling me like Miss Cleo.
better call Paul. Exactly. Producer Danny says in my ear. I will say, you have been away. We've been talking about the Pacers and how great it's been what they've been
I'm
doing.
just saying that, it's a lot of excitement over a 5-year rebuild.
You like the 1-year
I'm
rebuild.
just saying it's a nice rebuild. Good
Pacers are
job.
legit, though. I like where they're going.
Sour. Very sour. There was some chippiness between the Thunder and the Blazers last night. Terrence Ferguson and Nate Davis got into it in the third quarter. Russell Westbrook and Evan Turner got involved. Russell Westbrook, we've never seen something like this from him before. Oh, wait! Westbrook got into it with the Blazers earlier this year. He received a tech, actually, for pushing Nurkic. Yeah. Surprised they get too chippy between these teams?
I don't know,
What'd you
man.
see out of
I
it?
like this at this time of the year. These two teams are battling for playoff position. And, these two teams can face each other in the playoffs, which I don't know which team has the edge right now. I mean, this is great for basketball. Look, you like to see this because these are the plots that come up in the playoffs. Hey, if these two see each other, this is what we're going to talk about. Look, there's anger behind this. There's motivation behind this. These two teams obviously don't like each other.
If there's ever a fight involving the Thunder, I'm on the side of Steven Adams. I'm just going to go hide behind him.
Nurkic is a big boy, too, now.
You can Venmo me because I'm on Steven Adams' side.
Amazing. I mean, look, who do you trust more in that matchup? I mean, you're saying they could play each other.
Yeah, it definitely could happen. I would love to see it happen. It's not a great matchup for the Thunder, to be honest with you, because Melo has a tough time in some of the lineups out there guarding with what the
Tough time at the end of the game yesterday.
he did. He's not had a great week in that regard, but it's very difficult for me to project what's going to happen with Oklahoma City in the playoffs. I wouldn't want to see them.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see Oklahoma either. I mean, they got star power. When you got the best player in a series, you're always going to have a chance. And Westbrook will be the best player in that series.
Man, it's close.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a guy who almost averages a triple-double, MVP from a year ago. I mean, Damian Lillard, he's great. He's great. But the edge has to go to Russell Westbrook. If we lined up him on the wall and said, who are you taking, Lillard or Westbrook, people are going to take.
I would say,
it could go either way, but most people would take Westbrook.
and they would have 2 of the 3 best players in the series, because as much as I like C.J. McCollum, Paul George plays both ways. So if you have 2 of the 3 best players in the series, even if you don't have home court, you got a fighting chance, which is why that would be a very compelling matchup.
Man, the NBA is getting good.
You can tell the playoffs are getting close. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I know. All right, before we go to break, I do have some unfortunate news. G League player Zeke Upshaw has passed away today at the age of 26. Upshaw collapsed during the fourth quarter of a game between his Grand Rapids Drive and the Long Island Nets. He was born in Chicago. He played 3 seasons for Illinois State before finishing his career at Hofstra. This was his 2nd season as a member of the Drive. So rough, and everyone here at The Jump, ESPN, everyone around the league would like to send our deepest condolences to Zeke's family and friends.